the battle of the personalities. Do you want to lay
Oh.
out two different personalities, and how do you
Okay,
want to do that?
I would say on the 49ers, there are two really big personalities, dominating personalities, Deebo and Kittle.
Mhm.
Would you agree? Like Warner is a great player, but he doesn't have a big personality.
Right. Nick Bosa has no personality. Trent Williams is very interesting, but he's kind of laid back, and he's an offensive lineman.
Yeah, and so these
Yeah.
two, in a sense, usually the quarterback is the face of the team, but when you have Jimmy, you can't be the face of the team. For a long time, Kittle was, and Deebo is now becoming the face of the team, and it's two of them now.
Yeah.
Who's a better player? Deebo is a better player. He's on the ascendant, and Kittle
Yes.
is on the descendant.
Right.
But Kittle's still a very good player. But they both have these very big personalities, and we're seeing it with Deebo now. I think some of it is unfortunate, but in press conferences and that kind of thing. So the question I have is, who is more authentic? The one you see in press conferences, is it the real guy? And I have, as an outsider, very strong opinions on this. Would you like me to go first, Iggy?
Yes.
Okay. I think again, I've never met George Kittle, but I've met thousands of athletes, and I know the various types.
Mm-hmm.
George Kittle may be a very nice person. He may be or not. I don't know. But the George Kittle who presents himself publicly, I don't believe is George Kittle. I think he's playing a part.
It's a persona.
It's a persona.
He's like a professional wrestler, and he's a big fan of professional wrestling. He's like brought the WWF to the NFL, and he plays it up. You know, he's like Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I wouldn't be surprised if he eventually retires and becomes an actual professional wrestler for the WWE. He's that into it. I swear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I think about him is he and his agent, or he and somebody, decided this is how you want to present yourself.
Yes.
That not only are you likable and lovable, but you're kooky,
edgy, kooky. Yeah. A little crazy.
A little crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're a 5th round pick. You were kind of just this nobody from Iowa. Now you're a rock star.
Absolutely.
You're a rock star.
You know, he said, hey, dog, all this dog business. So what I think he's playing a part.
I think so too.
He's entitled to play a part. And for writers, that's good because you get quotes.
Yeah.
So you don't mind that he's playing a part.
He plays it well.
But I believe, again, this is total supposition, that the real George Kittle is probably very shrewd.
Yes.
Calculating. Yes. Strategic. Yes. May have a totally different personality from what we see. And this other one is a marionette that he trots out.
Yeah, because the personality that he presents is like the big kid, right? Oh man, I'm 28, but I still feel like I'm 16. I can't believe I'm having so much fun playing a kid's game it's like, you're a shrewd man. Yeah, exactly. He's not the innocent, happy-go-lucky teen. You know what I mean? He's like Tom Hanks from Big.
I love that. I love that movie. That's a wonderful movie. Anyway, I agree with you. He presents as Tom Hanks from Big, but really he's the producer and the director of that movie.
Absolutely. And then you got Deebo, who I think is like almost authentic to a fault. All the stuff that's happening right now, it's like he can't bottle it up. He's just expressing himself, and he's never really seems like I think the first couple of years on the team, he didn't talk much to the press. This year, he talked more at length, and I think it was him trying to, get the contract. I got to be more professional. Okay, I'm not going to have a character, but I'll just talk more. And he's very smart, just like Kittle. So when he would say things, it was very interesting. But I don't think he really can fake it. And I think in that way, he's a lot like the head coach.
Oh, please explain that.
Kyle is not. I mean, John Lynch is diplomatic. God knows what John Lynch is really like because he's so polished professionally. Kyle seems like he's exactly the same way if you around his family or if you met him at a bar. He can't really fake it. He's not that. He doesn't have that much kind of like social finesse to even do that. And he's not even that graceful socially anyway. I mean, if you criticize him this much, he gets what we like to call the red ass. So no, I think Deebo and Kyle are both very, very confident, authentic people.
Yeah. I had lunch with Matty Mayoko last Friday, and he said at the owners' meetings that Kyle, he may have had a few drinks, but he spent a lot of time with the writers. well, Maddie's not a writer, with the media,
Right.
and that he was delightful. Maddie
Maddie's right.
said that he was telling stories and he was a scream. And I, again, I don't know the guy. I know his dad. I don't know him, but it was nice to hear Maddie tell me that.
He seems like the kind of guy that I could get along with if he wasn't the head coach of the 49ers.
Iggy, if he weren't the head coach of the 49ers, you wouldn't want to get along with him.
We wouldn't spend a minute with each other.
No,
but
you
now that
wouldn't.
he's
There would
working
be
here,
nothing
we're
in
never
common.
gonna be like drinking and talking like that. Like, nah, man, I criticized you that one time and it pissed you off. So sorry. I guess we'll have this drink with someone else.